Hey fans, what's up? This is Gamer Guy 7 Aces back with more Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Yeah, on Nintendo GameCube or whatever. But alright, today's a co-commentary day and I'm joined by a special guest, longtime friend, Lefty Heat. What is up?
Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Lefty Heat. I run Video Game Heat on YouTube, and look at this blast from the past, man. I remember playing this way back when on my GameCube, and those were the days, man. Wow.
Yeah, I've heard so many stuff about the Chow Garden, like, oh, the Chow Garden is the best part of Adventure, and I'm like, I don't know, I don't see it.
It really is.
Yeah.
Well, there was something weird about it. It was that time when we really didn't know too much about what the Chow were, and it was one of those things, it was like a mini game.
Yeah.
So I'll let you guys like take a look at the cutscene right here. I don't know if you want to read it off or we'll listen to Tales.
Yeah, I mean, like, everyone already knows the cutscenes, like, they're like
cool.
ages old. But yeah, you know, the cool thing, like, back then, I think Tales and Adventure 1 and 2, they actually, like, they had a boy voice, Tails, like an actual boy.
Yeah, that was cool. I like the voice acting. I did like the voice acting, and what was cool about this game, it was kind of interesting because like you'd play the story mode and then you'd go into the Chow Garden and you'd start like messing around and trying to like breed your Chow, and like
that's pretty cool.
It was really cool. It was kind of like that Tamagotchi craze, but it was kind of a virtual Tamagotchi, and it was kind of cool to like, you know, deal with the Chow, and you had to like level up and like you do the races, which I thought was kind of interesting. It was kind of it was like, definitely new.
And also this game, like, they have like a school, like, for like, it's kind of like in kindergarten for Chow and stuff. It's funny. Yeah, right now we're just finding Dr. Eggman. Pretty easy.
Yeah,
boss.
there's Mike Pollock. Look at him.
Yeah, wait. Oh yeah, this was before Mike Pollock, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah.
I know, whenever I see Eggman, I always think of Mike Pollock, but yeah, Mike Pollock's a nice guy, but yeah, this was, I do remember this battle actually, and for some reason, look at these graphics, they're way ahead of their time, like, they look really good. Yeah,
it's really good, like, Now, you know, as for me, I'm not too fond of the, you know, like the mech shooting levels or the treasure hunting. I prefer like the Sonic and Shadow, but I mean, the graphics still look pretty good, like, you know, for at the time when this came out, 2001.
The GameCube was comparable to the Wii, if not better, to be honest, in my opinion.
I don't know, because when I compare Sunshine, Super Mario Sunshine with Galaxy 1 and 2, I don't know, like, it looks a little bit different, you know?
It looks a little bit different. I think it's comparable. I know, like, the Wii, I believe, like, the GameCube was even a bit more, it was on par with the Wii. Basically, it could compete. Nintendo was mostly going for the motion controls with the Wii. They were kind of just getting the feelers out for what they really wanted to do. But we'll have to see what happens with that. I do think Galaxy was very well designed, and I think it looks amazing. But I thought Sunshine looked amazing too.
Yeah. Now I know this is a Sonic Adventure game, but I had to ask Lefty, which Galaxy do you prefer? I personally prefer Galaxy 2.
I would have to personally, that's a good question. I would probably go with Galaxy 1, but so I'm going to play the devil's advocate here. I'm going to go with Galaxy 1, but for reasons that it was the first one, and I always like the originals to games, but then again, some sequels are even better. I'd have to go with Galaxy 1, but then again, I do like playing as Yoshi, and Galaxy 2 had some awesome levels, so I actually would probably go with Galaxy 1.
Yeah, usually like with games like with Sonic Adventure, it comes better in 2s, as people say, or 3s sometimes. But
I guess I go with the I go with the original. But Galaxy 2, I have no complaints. Galaxy 2 was awesome. Like Yoshi, who doesn't want to play with Yoshi too? Yeah,
and the game was more straightforward. It didn't have a you know, like the long story and all that. I mean, because who needs story in Mario games? You know?
Yeah, it is true.
Yeah. But anyway, in this level right now, we're getting bothered by, it's like basically Child's bothering us with, you know, obvious tutorials and I like how Child's a staple.
I actually remember playing through this this level specifically on a snow day way back in the day.
Oh wow!
And it was like, this is when it first came out because I got a GameCube. I got Super Smash Bros. Melee with my GameCube, and Pikmin were the first two games. And like I remember when Pikmin was new, it was like this brand new IP that no one really knew about. They didn't know if it was going to do well or anything or be cool.
Yeah.
It ended up doing well, kind of like Splatoon. And
Splatoon. I still haven't played that game.
This game I actually got, it was either this game or a Batman game. It was like some random Batman game for the GameCube where I was going to go with this game, and I was torn between the two. I was at the GameStop register, and I went up to the register, and I was like, oh, what do I really want? It ended up being this game because I'm a big fan of Sonic, and the Batman game ended up flopping and ended up being one of the worst Batman games
You actually made the right decision because, you know, there's no Batman Arkham, that's for sure.
Yeah. It was like some Toon Batman game. It was weird, but I went with this game instead. I think this game was open, but I took it anyway, and it was a used copy. It had the manual. I was fine with that, and it ended up being one of the best buys I've made in a long time.
Yeah. You know, like, despite what opinions people have of this game now, or what I have of this game now, you have to admit the controls were really solid, especially for Sonic and Shadow, you know?
Yeah, this was I think it was way ahead of its time. I personally came from the Dreamcast days of playing the original Sonic Adventure on my Dreamcast, and then I went to Sonic Adventure 2, and I was hoping for years that we'd get a Sonic Adventure 3, but that never showed up.
Yeah, we never did. You know, I honestly think if Sega did make a Sonic Adventure 3, people, especially the fans, would still say that, oh, I don't want to play shooting in a Sonic game or a treasure hunt, I just want to go fast. You know?
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know, I think like people tend to be biased in games nowadays.
I think if Sega still had a console, we would have gotten a Sonic Adventure 3, because they could have. I feel like Sega is trying to... I went to a panel at New York, it was a Comic-Con, and it was a panel, and it was, is Sonic meant to be mobile? And they kept saying how Sega wants to keep pushing the mobile aspect of the Sonic games, but then again, they just took away how many apps on the app stores, basically.
Especially Sonic the Hedgehog 4, Episode 1 and 2. Yeah. Oh well. I mean, like, I'm pretty sure, like, when they asked Izuka, he said that, you know, like, they're going to still make Sonic games for, you know, consoles. So, like, it's not going to stop because it's Sonic, you know. But yeah.
Yeah, I miss the good days of the Genesis back when I used to come home and just sat down, relaxed, and was like, wow, we actually have video games that have cool graphics that we don't have to go to the arcade to play.
I know. Yeah, it's true. But you know something I just thought about? The Chow's, like, basically the Wisps in the games now are basically like how the Chow was back then, you know?
Yeah. Yep.
Like, it has the same type of charm, even though some people don't like the Wisp anymore, but yeah.
Yeah, the Chow, I remember also the Game Boy Advance version had the Chow Garden, and you could, I think, import and put the Chow in the Game Boy Advance game as well, which was kind of cool. So that was one of the first times when you could bring them on the go. I don't know how the Chow were created. I'd be interested to, like, hear, like, who created them and why.
Yeah, I want to know who created Chow and Wisp, because I can see, like, wait, you mean the shield?
Or, no, not the shield, like the Chow. Like, where do you get the idea?
Oh, I don't know. Like, I think, like, in the next Sonic game, like, they should just have a huge Chow Wisp garden. Like, that'll be cool, you know? Like, you both have Chow and aliens, and you get to, like, raise them.
If they really wanted to do something cool, they should make a Chow video game for the 3DS, like a mobile Chow game, or like on your iPhone or Android, like a Chow garden that you could just use on your phone. Yeah. And you get, like, push notifications that say, like, your Chow is ready to go to kindergarten. Take your Chow to first grade, stuff like that.
Yeah, that's true. Because I think, like, the main thing people can, like arguably say that they love the most in adventure games is the Chow gardens. Because, like, especially, like, you know, because especially if you don't like the mech levels or the treasure hunting, you can always replay your favorite levels, like, just to grind for, like, more animals for Chow and all that. So, you know, because I remember I was watching, like, one of Pro Jared's reviews. You know Pro Jared, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I saw his review for Sonic Adventure 2, and like, he said he used to love the game, but he doesn't like it now. But he said he can understand how people, like, still love the game because of the Chow, the Chow garden and all that. I'm like, yeah, you know, that's a good point.
Yeah, I think we all have a soft side for the Chow.
Yeah.
If we have good Chow, we're all happy, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
But I remember this cutscene. This was
I remember this too. Like, I remember I was at my friend's house, and, you know, like, he was hogging the Dreamcast, he wouldn't let me play, so I remember this scene. I was like, cool, like, because that was the first time I saw Sonic. No, actually, the first time I saw Sonic in 3D was the first fight he had with Chaos in the Sonic Adventure 1. Yeah, like, that was just an awesome experience.
Oh, nice. That's cool. Yeah, there's something about Sonic games, and I feel like a lot of games nowadays really lack that nostalgia that you got when you played the game. Like, I know Splatoon, like, I haven't really felt it yet. I'm hoping to feel, like, the nostalgia, but, like, it's an online game. It's a new IP. Pikmin, I even felt the nostalgia, but, like, I haven't felt it recently in some of the newer games.
Yeah, or, like, even Smash Bros. 4, or...
Smash Bros. 4, I think I'm gonna, like... But there's nothing like playing the original game, you know? Like, when you get introduced to a new IP. So hopefully, like, Splatoon, I'll be like, oh, way back when, back in my day, and 10 years from now, I'll be like, Splatoon was, like, the coolest game ever. It was, like, the Call of Duty for Nintendo, but... Yeah,
that's true. Oh, and by the way, the video kind of spazzed out. Oh, crap. I hope that's not gonna happen throughout the whole video.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
it should
I
be
actually
fine.
recorded this in 60 frames, but you know, like I'm still using Camtasia, so it renders in 30 frames. I need to start like using Sony Vegas and all that.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yep.
It looks good. This is a good course too. I remember when there
Metal
was like
Harbor.
that whale that was chasing you.
Yeah, but you know one thing I hate, like it's hard to get A ranks here because you got to collect every single ring, destroy every enemy, got to be fast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is tough.
Yeah, I think like they really toned it down in Sonic Generations. Like all you have to do is stay alive, beat the level, and you get an S rank. Yeah.
I do remember how tough this was, which was it made it kind of fun.
Yeah. Now I got my light shoe. Yeah, I remember like back then when Sonic and Knuckles they had to wear like gear and like other like tech on their body to get more abilities.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nowadays it's just automatic. Like Sonic just has everything now. Oh, and I completely failed in this section. Yeah.
There we go. Got to go fast.
Yep.
Yeah, this was it was definitely ahead of its time. I remember actually playing it. I don't know if you played it. It was on the Sega Saturn. It was called Sonic Jam, and it had like demos and playable games for like the
yeah, I only had the Sega Mega Drive or Sega Genesis, but yeah. I never played Sonic Jam, but I know that there's this one section where it's like 3D, you get to like just run around and have fun and all that.
Yeah, Sonic Jam. What a name.
I know,
Sonic
yeah. It almost reminds me of that Michael Jackson song, Jam, that was actually sampled in Carnival Night in Sonic 3.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something about Sonic. He's a good IP. It's nice. He's a good character, and I think that. Have you been a fan of the Sonic Boom series? Or?
I mean the TV show, yeah, definitely. Obviously not for the game. You
You don't like the game?
no, have you played the game Rise of Lyric or Shadow Crystal?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like people try to say Rise of Lyric is worse than 06. I mean, in terms of like the story, the glitches and the bad controls, it's not there. It's just the game is very bland. It's not that innovative. And I mean, there are some game-breaking glitches in Rise of Lyric, but you kind of have to find them, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sonic 06 was one of my favorite games ever created.
Yeah. Oh, you said
Yeah,
Sonic
right.
Adventure
No,
2?
just kidding.
Oh, I thought you said Sonic
No,
06.
I was just joking. I said Sonic 06. No, it's not
Oh,
really.
okay. Because when you
was,
said that, like, my brain's like, wait, I think you said Adventure 2.
Sonic Adventure 2 is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Sonic 06, probably my least favorite.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, what about with Sonic Colors or Sonic Generations?
Sonic Generations was cool. I thought it was interesting. Sonic Colors didn't really get into.
Oh, yeah. I remember like everyone was hailing that as the best 3D Sonic game at the time. I mean, it's still really good, but...
Yeah. I didn't really get into Sonic Colors, more so Generations. I'm more of a classic Sonic guy, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
But once you start taking Sonic and putting him in like Sonic 06 and like after the 2006 era, I was like, oh man, I can't play another Sonic game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I can understand where you're saying, because I grew up on the classic games, you know, Sonic 2, Sonic 3. Oh, yeah, this is the most famous scene between Sonic and Shadow. You're comparing yourself to me? You're not even good enough to be my fake. Yeah, I remember that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know, the thing that annoyed me the most was like the voices. Like I could barely hear them because the music was so loud, you know.
Yeah, I think you were able to adjust that in the options.
Really?
There was loud music. I don't know though, but I remember playing this and hearing this cutscene. So like, this is kind of cool. Just don't fall like that.
Yeah, I died. And back then, Sonic was afraid and allergic of water. You know, like the moment you touch it, he just like sinks or drowns, basically. But yeah.
Wow, this brings back a lot of memories.
Yeah. The bosses were always like weren't the best, but it was still fun. All you do is just spam the homing attack. And you but yeah.
Yeah.
But after this fight, it's gonna be like my favorite part of the game, Green Forest. I love the music, the level. I think it's basically my favorite Sonic level in this game.
That's awesome. Yeah, that was a good one too. I remember you could play Green Forest. You played. There was a demo on here that I used to play, and well, not on here, but it was on like a demo disc, and you'd be able to play through some of the adventure. It was kind of cool.
Oh, I didn't know that. Cool.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to think. You know what? I think it was for Sonic Adventure the first one, and it was for Dreamcast, the demo disc.
Oh, I see.
But you got to play through some of the the different levels, and it just reminded me of this for some reason. But
Oh, I see.
yeah. Now Sonic Adventure 2, they re-released it. Then did you get the re-release, or do you just
Yeah,
prefer
actually,
the original?
yeah, I'm playing this on the PS3, so I don't know if that
Okay.
was the re-release or
Okay, cool.
yeah. But yeah, I
Yeah.
can't wait for this. This is my favorite level. Like basically, we're doing 3 levels in this video because you know they're fast. Like 2 of them are Sonic levels. So
Yeah, definitely.
yeah. Yeah, so in terms of Sonic Adventure 2, what was your favorite level in this game?
Favorite level. Dude, I'm gonna have to go with City Escape. Rolling
of course.
around at the speed of
Oh yeah, that has to be number 1.
Yeah, you know, like City Escape. I'm sorry, like I gotta go with City Escape. Like,
Yeah.
definitely my all-time favorite. There's nothing like just putting in the game and you're like, oh man, I'm gonna ride down this, like, it looks like kind of like a San Francisco like avenue or like, you
Yeah.
know, city, and like you shoot down on your skateboard and you just rocking out.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I have to say that one is my favorite one, followed by Green Forest. Yeah, this and Green Forest. Yeah, it's just like with Green Forest, it's just so awesome and cinematic, you know.
Yeah.
Yep.
City Escape, the soundtracks too in these games, like
Yeah.
they know
the,
what.
the video's like really spazzing here, or maybe that's just me. I don't know.
Yeah, dude, well, you're going too fast, man. You gotta slow-
yeah. It's glitching the game.
Yeah. But yeah, the soundtracks too. There's something with Sonic games around this era that like really had good
Yeah,
soundtracks,
the rock
you know.
music and all that. I mean, to be honest, like you know, like I like rock, but I wasn't a huge fan of all the Crush 40 songs. Like in terms of the modern, the 3D Sonic music, my favorite was Unleashed and Colors. You know?
I thought Sonic Generations had a good remix.
Oh yeah. I love the remixes in Generations. Yeah.
That had a nice remix. And it depends on the game though. I mean, oh man, there we
Oh,
go.
yeah. Yeah, I didn't die though. Like
Skydiving.
I fell 3 times though. It's crazy. All right. Yeah, see, that's one thing I didn't like about the old games. Like, it didn't have the cursor where you can like home. You know, like you can make a more accurate homing attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yep. You just gotta. I mean, it was still like it was still like pretty good and fluid. It wasn't as accurate as. Yeah, you see that? I hit him and then I fell right back down.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I did right this time.
I used to like playing multiplayer with friends, and like I'd go as Knuckles,
Yeah.
and I'd like search for the Chaos Emerald. That was kind of cool.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. So about like, did you ever have like a lot of a difficulty with the treasure hunting levels?
No, actually, did you?
Oh, I did a lot. Like especially
Oh.
with Mad Gear, I think I was stuck in that for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, well, you always had to look, like the thing would beep. It was like a metal detector, basically.
Yeah. But like, you know, like at times like the level design was so huge, so you didn't know where to go, and then you had to use the hints. But I heard if you use the hints, then you don't get a high score. Like
Oh,
the
that
A
is
rank.
true.
Yeah, which sucks, but oh well.
I remember they also had a go-karting multiplayer thing on
Oh
here.
yeah, they did. Yeah, they have it here too.
It's kind of like, you know, Sonic and All-Stars Sega transformed.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I love the second game there, All Stars Racing Transform. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really good.
Oh geez, we're stuck.
Yeah, I was wondering, where am I? What's going on? Oh, was the wall there. Yep.
There we go.
All right, awesome.
Dun, 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 dun,
I think I
dun,
got a
dun,
D here. I don't know.
dun. Well, you passed.
All right, cool, nice. Yep, I got 209 out of 376 rings.
Not bad.
Yeah, the rankings back then were hard. But yeah,
I do remember that. That was crazy. But
yeah, it was. I wonder if there's a cutscene of this. I forgot. I recorded this a while ago.
let's see.
Oh yeah, the island exploding.
Yeah.
Yeah, the plot back then was definitely more serious, you know?
Oh yeah, you weren't messing around.
Yeah. He annihilated all living, like, life on that island.
That's pretty messed up, man.
Yeah, it is.
But
anyway,
great. I have to say, way ahead of its time.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, definitely. But alright, guys, that wraps it up for today's episode of Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. So I'd like to thank you, Lefty, for joining me. Is there anything else you want to say?
Yeah, no problem. Guys, I run a YouTube channel, youtube.com/VideoGameHeat. I do a lot of news and reviews and fun videos. So, yeah, thank you for having me. And this was a blast from the past. This is a great game. And, yeah, good luck with the rest of your Sonic videos. I'm looking forward to watching more, and especially all the other stuff you have in the works.
Yeah, and I can't wait until E3. Yeah, when this video is posted, it'll be after E3, but, you know, yeah.
I can't wait to just hear what Nintendo and Sega have in store.
Oh yeah, definitely. But alright guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more, and until next time, swag out.
See you later.